Hey everyone, Al here from BC Extreme Outdoorsman, and today I'm at the BC Sportsman show in Abbotsford, and I'm here with Jared from Stryker Boats, and he's going to go over the new Stryker jet boat with the aluminum tunnel. Take it away, Jared.
Hey guys, so welcome to the show. So this is our brand new 2025 Stryker Jet Pro. Now what this boat is we've been developing the idea of this boat for about 4 years. We've been testing a few different variations of it, and this is as close to our production model as we'll have. So start at the front of the boat. You can easily see this new TPU material. So this is a 1.5 millimeter USA made TPU. This is extremely tough. So this specific TPU, we've been developing it for 2 years, and this is the first production model that we've put it on. We've tested it around the shop, we've tested it on the rivers, and it is incredible.
For our viewers, what does TPU stand for?
Thermopolyurethane. Okay. So thermopolyurethane, it's a step up from what our traditional Stryker shield that we've been using in the past, and it's an extremely resistant compound to abrasion, to tears. I mean, other than hitting it directly with a knife, you'd be very hard pressed to do damage to this specifically. Now, coming to more the back of the boat here, actually we'll start with the inside. So if you look inside of this boat, this is an aluminum floor, and this is a semi-rib. So what that means is the tunnel and the transom are an integrated single piece. And so we have a tunnel developed by high caliber jet boats, and we've integrated that into the transom. So the back, about 2 feet of this boat, is a rigid aluminum hull with a rigid tunnel built into the transom tunnel combo.
How thick is the aluminum?
So the aluminum is 0.5 millimeter.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's similar. So let's say that's roughly a quarter inch.
Okay.
Quarter inch roughly aluminum. So, and then what we've added to that aluminum on the bottom of the boat is UHMW. So you're going to have a similar performance and wear resistance that you're going to have in a large jet boat. So that was one of the things we wanted to move away from was wear points on an inflatable boat. We've been running inflatables for almost 20 years now, and what we found, especially on the jet boat models, if you're really abusing them, is the back, about 2 feet of the boat where it's making contact with rocks and boulders and debris. You kind of start chewing up the bottom material, and if you're not on it or you hit something the wrong way, that part of the boat is vulnerable. So the intention with this new Pro Jet model is to remove the common failure points that you're going to find in an inflatable tunnel-hauled jet boat.
That's awesome, because I do know that's where my boat has seen some significant wear over the couple of years I've been running.
Yeah, and where we got the idea from that is talking with jet boat repair shops and where they are seeing issues come in from customers. A lot of these issues, they're not knowledge that you'll find online. A lot of people don't talk about it, but there are some common wear points that are present with a lot of manufacturers. And again, we're just trying to change the system a little bit and develop new ideas as we go along. The other thing what we're able to do with this model, because of the rigid aluminum tunnel transom idea, is we can run an aluminum floor. Now, you're not handcuffed to just an aluminum floor. We also have an air floor model, and they are both interchangeable. So you can start with an aluminum floor and you can add an air floor, or reverse, you can start with an air floor and you can add an aluminum floor at any point in your ownership of this boat.
So you either run the aluminum or the air?
Yes.
Can you run both?
You can't run both together. Underneath this floor, this aluminum floor, is a triple keel. So we have 3 keels side by side with a single fill port in the bow. And what that does is it pushes the hull out and away from the tubes, and also when you're rolling over boulders, you're going to transition from the triple keel. The triple keel is going to be just lower than the tunnel. So when you're rolling over boulders, you're going to come onto the aluminum and the UHMW. There's a transition point, so you're not going to have a wear point right where that starts. We've been running this boat for 18 months, and we have had 0 issues, and we've tried to throw as much as we can at it. So
I'm very intrigued with this boat, and I'm very interested in it. I'm curious to see how your users are going to like it this coming season. And,
yeah, we're excited. I mean, we're gonna be testing these on a large scale. We have had a few dealers run these as well, and we haven't had any issues with them. Not saying we never will, but so far so good. So another great feature of moving to an aluminum floor option is now you can mount pedestal seating directly to the aluminum floor. You can add in a center console or a stick steer system. It really gives you a lot of options. And what we've placed on the aluminum floor is an EVA foam. Not only does, I mean, it looks great, but it's very quiet on the river. So moving gear in and out of your boat,
no clanking,
nothing's rolling around.
A moose nearby.
Exactly. I mean, and that was always a concern in our other boats with the aluminum floor model for years, is you'd roll into your hunting spot. Well, as you're walking along, you might have a rock in your sole, and you're kind of clanking as you're getting out of the boat.
All animals hate that metallic sound.
Oh, they know. They hear it coming. So with this, it's very quiet.
Nice.
And not like I like to take my dogs out just recreationally, but for having animals in your boat, it gives them something underfoot to grip to.
Yeah, they won't slip.
They're not sliding around the boat. Whenever we roll up to shore, they're always excited to get out. Well, now they're not, spinning out.
Trying to get out.
Exactly. Yeah. So there's a lot of reasons to go to this. We're excited about it, so we'll see what happens. Let's take you to the tunnel here.
That's what I'm
the pride and joy.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so coming back to the transom here, this is not the production model, but it's as close as we have at this point. So all the boats arriving in May will have so what we've done on the production, we've extended this back about 4 inches, so you're going to have a true aluminum tunnel extension built into the hull of every boat.
Yeah.
And then underneath here, we've added UHMW, which is bolted to our aluminum plate. Now this aluminum plate runs up the boat. You can see it about 2 feet there. And then you can also see the transition from the inflatable keels under the floor to the aluminum. So what that allows you to do is roll over boulders successfully without having a pinch point in there. And of course that was important in the design phase of this, to make sure that transition area had a nice flow, that you're not going to have a pinch point in there.
So in case you do hit a rock, you're not just going to tear off that back aluminum.
That's right. Yes, exactly. And then what we've done is we've extended the UHMW ahead of the aluminum, and we've curled the actual aluminum up a hair, so it deletes a pinch point in there.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Sounds good. Sounds like you've done a lot of work and thinking into this, and I'm looking forward to seeing how these things run and trying one out.
Awesome. So we're excited to get this model out to the masses, and
when are you expecting to take a delivery of these and start shipping them?
So customers will be taking initial delivery of this model in May of this year, so in a few weeks. They are all sold. Nice. We have about 2 available out of 75, and then June we'll have more available.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Very nice looking boat.
Yeah, so these top tubes as well, these are removable.
Right.
We've added the Scotty bases to this platform as well. So if you wanted to spend the day with your family on the lake, you can remove the top tubes. You have full access to all your Scotty pads. We've added a second set of oar lock holders on the outside, so you can remove them from the top tubes when they are removed, and you still have access to your oars. The boat is fully outfitted with D-rings throughout for gear tie downs, game tie downs. And we're taking suggestions. So when we've tried to think of everything we can to deliver a very user-friendly model for everyone out there looking to get into the jet boat scene.
So what's the weight of this? Just the boat?
This boat is about 325 pounds.
Is that with the aluminum floor or without?
That's with the aluminum floor.
So it's a little lighter with the inflatable floor.
Yeah, the inflatable floor, we don't have them yet, so we haven't been able to put them on the scale, but we're hoping to be just under the 300-pound mark.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's dead weight. So at the end of the day, this boat is still able to be rolled up. It is, we'll call it semi-portable. It's not as portable as, it's still at the end of the day with the whole thing is going to, in that plus 300
So you
pound
can still put in a couple of them in a cargo trailer with the engine and everything. Maybe a Beaver or something, you might not get it in.
Yeah, and we have a new model coming out for guys looking to fly their boats, and stay tuned for that, and maybe we'll do another walkthrough when that comes out.
Cool, awesome. And that's the 60-40 Merc on there?
That is the 60-40 Merc, which comes in around 280 pounds.
And comes with a large pump?
It does. So the Merc has a larger diameter pump on their 40 jets as opposed to the Tohatsu. Tohatsu is an awesome motor. We also run those as well. Little smaller diameter pump, but a great performer. And we'll be bolting one of those on and running some tests as well.
That'll be cool. I'm really interested to see how that works out.
Yeah.
Because I now have a 60-40 Tohatsu.
Awesome. Yeah, have you run it much?
It's brand new. I haven't even.
Perfect.
I winterized it. That was it.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So awesome, Jared.
Right on.
Really appreciate it. Hopefully this summer we can get together and get out for a rip and
absolutely
test our boats side by side, because I'm really interested in this. You never know, one day I might end up with one. So thanks again, Jared.
Right on, guys. Thanks for watching and our little walkthrough here.
Yeah. Take care, everybody. Be safe.
Take care.
And we'll chat soon.